Why not?
We just need to do this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, good night, and all that good stuff, depending on where in the world you're watching from.
And of course,
Katanga.
I'm
Happy
using my
Wednesday.
metal cup a little bit more because it keeps it hot.
That's why I've used mine, yeah. And this is still piping on this one. So, happy Wednesday, good to be here. For some midweek musings. And a few things. First, just a couple of shout outs. Really good to see Steve Meller posting in school again. Hasn't been well. Glad he's on the mend. Thank you to everyone for their birthday wishes on Sunday. It was, I didn't make a big deal of it. You get to a certain point in life and just don't worry about birthdays, see you? You're like, oh, I've managed to not die for another year. There's a bonus.
You're on your downhill slide to 60.
I know. I know. And I can remember
you're still at the top of the hill, but you're on the backside.
Yeah, I can remember 60 seeming so old, and when you get to it, it's just
50
another number.
seems so old, and that was many years ago.
That's funny. I think I had a little mini crisis in my, I think probably in my 40s, 30s or 40s. That they were, but now I'm just like, I'm very accepting of the passing of time.
Yes.
Rob Borsak in the house. Let's say hello properly to some people. We said hello to some before, but let's say hello now we're on. So hi to J Dog, Jerome Johnson in the house, Mike H, Rob Borsak, Tony Prodger.
Rob.
Good to see you.
Mike H, Tony, J Dog. J Dog been busy.
Yeah, that's good.
You want to see what he's been working on?
Yeah, go for it.
It fits exactly to what we were going to be going to anyway. So I'm going to come on over here to share my entire screen, come up here. Inside the members area, as of right now, the Cryptogram Escape Book Generator is live. If you go to members.society11.com, once you log in, go to Society 11 Exclusive, come over to Society 11 Collection, and then once that pops up underneath SAS, you will see it right there on top for right now until the next new item, and then that will go on top, which is going to be moving the way down. So what you're going to do is you're going to put in your OpenAI API key. You're going to choose the games that you're going to want to have. You could choose combo mode or a single mode. I like combo mode where you have to play more than one game to escape a room. Configuration, you're going to be putting in the book title. And then, of course, your author name. Those are required. Then you could choose your theme setting. I have added a lot of themes. There was only like 6 to begin with. Now there are about 15 plus one that I'm going to talk about here in just a moment as soon as I'm done with this one. Experiment gone wrong. You could choose the reason why you're trapped. You could choose your escape consequence, your target audience, your difficult level, the number of rooms, the game timer, font settings. I have many different fonts that you could utilize for the PDF books. And then, of course, decoding, image generation, and resource page. This one's highly, highly viable and profitable because you could add links here to, let's say, businesses that want to be included in your book. I'll go into that a little bit more. You can add a text entry, this is on a resource page. And then, of course, your HTML code. This is going to be going into the HTML export, not the PDF export. And then you generate the book. I have just ran it this morning, and I have got the PDF here for the Hunter Hospital that I created. It created this image. This is the actual book cover. And then, of course, it created everything that we see here. It's 74 pages. So there's the title page, there's the copyright, instructions on how to play all the games, and then it goes right into the actual book. The Room of Shadows, room one, goes through the puzzles that you need to solve before you can continue on to room number two. Now, of course, this is the PDF version. You could just keep scrolling and do whatever you want. You could also send this up to Amazon KDP. The reason why I know this is because I have already done that. And if we come down here, Crush Depth Protocol, and we could see this book is live. And this is one of the first ones that I've done. This is the actual uh, book that I've got listed on there, utilizing everything that's there. I'm going to be uploading the PDF and making it also a PDF version, but this is the Kindle version. What I did is I just imported the PDF into Kindle Create and then outputted it. That's pretty much all I did. So we have that capability. But as you see, we have all of the game information. Since there's 5 rooms, we're going to scroll down. Here's the final room, then the puzzles, the solution, the decode, and then here's the solutions for all the games in the back of the book. 74 pages, and takes about 3 to 4 minutes to create per book. The one thing that I want to go over to you and talked about here, though, I've shown this a couple of times, and then an epiphany happened to me this weekend. And the epiphany is this: if you upload it to Amazon, how many revenue sources do you have?
Just the one.
One, right? What if there's a way that you can have multiple revenue sources and some of them recurring? Let's say, how about you would like to even work with, let's say, local businesses? What I'm going to show you here is going to blow your mind. So I'm going to leave everything the same, and I'm going to change the book title here to Jefferson City Mo Escape Downtown. Same author, but I'm going to scroll down here and I'm going to choose Travel Destination Custom. When I choose that, I get this entry box, which allows me just to put in an actual, city or a single location. Let's say Paris, France, Eiffel Tower, or just a general Rome, Italy. But you could also do businesses, and you could do this type of format. So it would be the business name, their URL, and then, of course, a little description about that business. And all of that gets incorporated into the book that you're creating. And since this one's 5 rooms, you add 5 businesses. If it's 10 rooms, 10 businesses. So if you're doing something about your downtown area, you would go to these 10 downtown locations and say, hey, I want to include you in my destination travel book. It's going to be going up on sale on Amazon. I am going to be doing some free giveaways, this, that, and the other. And you add them to here. You charge them X amount to be included in this month's book. So you come up here and you put in this month's date for your escape downtown. Choose the reason, do whatever, choose number of rooms, number of sales that you've had, game timer. This is for the HTML output, which is also going to be profitable. And then, of course, everything else is the same. I'm going to come up here real quick, and I'm going to come over to our good friend ChatGPT. And I'm going to scroll down here, and There we go, pizza places in Jefferson City. What I've done is I said, give me a list of 5 pizza places in Jefferson City with this format, with their details, business name, URL, and then a description. And it did it for me exactly how I needed it. So I'm going to copy these 5, come right back to this tool, and escape downtown's fine. I'll leave that the same. Put in the pizza's information. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 places. And then I come down here, leave everything the same. You could add links to the pizza places if you wanted to here. You could put in a text entry thanking all the businesses that came along to help grow this book, etc. And then, of course, you click on generate. And at this point in time, as you see, it says West Main Pizza. It's grabbing the actual names of the businesses that you've included here on your book. And then they're going to be able to be linked inside the PDF, the KDP version, and the HTML version. So you're going to be able to now double dip into these. A lot of people are saying, well, you're going to make things a little bit more difficult because you're charging people to get access to these books. No, you're not. You can give these away for free on Amazon and still make money from Amazon on the number of pages read. You could put it underneath the Kindle program and give these things away. And then still charge the businesses for the listings. And now you're making 2 incomes from 1 action. If you want to put in the HTML, hey, do you want to be included? We're also going to be doing an HTML version. It's only X number of dollars a month more. Yes, great. You put them into an ad rotator and you put the code here. Or you go to other businesses and say, hey, would you like to be included on this? We're going to be linking to it from this book. We've got this number of people are reading. This makes this a highly profitable way to get more than 1 income doing one thing. Now, how hard was it? How hard did I work on this? I want you to be honest. I want you to be blatant, saying this is what I've done. How hard is this so far? Besides, I put in my API key, I put in my name, I gave it a title, I went over to ChatGPT, told it to formulate this style of output exactly the way I wanted it. And it did. And it went and found the businesses for me because I didn't say use these businesses. It went and grabbed them for me. And then, boom, we started putting it in the book. Let me come back over here. And it's at 50%. Being that it's utilizing these businesses, it is taking a little bit more time to formulate the actual story per room or per scene because it's customizing the information that I gave it into the story. And it's also making sure every business in this book is shown in a good light. We're not downgrading any business. They're part of the story, and it's just the story. How I came about this idea is this. Did you know when Hollywood makes a movie and you see a Pepsi truck in that movie, you know how much Pepsi paid for that? A lot. When you see anything, cars, car dealerships, all of those have paid money to be included into that movie. This is no different. The way that this is easily marketed is you could utilize local businesses, you could utilize affiliate information, affiliate businesses, doesn't matter. This allows you, and I'm going to show you the output. So you're going to be saying, well, what about the links? Or links are going to be showing that it's my affiliate link. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because 2 things. Number 1, you're going to be short linking it through a service. I wouldn't use Bitly, but use something like Linkolia. I'm sure we could come up with a few more. And you're going to utilize those links. And those links, when someone clicks on the actual business name, you can then track it, find out how many clicks you're actually sending them, and then utilize that. So imagine creating a book for a city, and you're going around for one pizza place, one plumber, one electrician, one roofer, one real estate agent, and they get exclusive for this month's book, or they could pay for the whole year. Boom. Okay, it's done. So we have Mystery at West Main Pizza, a slice of Mystery at Eris's Pizza, Secrets Beneath the Slices at Pizza Underground, love that. Secrets in the Dough at Papo's Pizzeria and Pub. All of these are legitimate locations. So I'm going to scroll down here and I'm going to export the PDF. And you could also do docx and, of course, the interactive HTML. I'm going to come over here and open up the PDF. And here is the cover for the book. Looks nice, doesn't it? There's the title page. There's the copyright, how to play. And then boom, right here on the top, visit West Main Pizza. If you click on it, it goes to their website because I gave it the link to go to. And then, of course, there's the puzzles, all right here. Boom, room 2, visit Eris's Pizza. Goes right to their website. Puzzles. Logic grid puzzle, that's a good one. I like these. Cryptogram, anagrams. There's a cryptogram is going to be at the end of every book, so or every room. Pizza Underground. Once again, remember you can control these fonts too. Papo's Pizza. Obi's Pizza. All 5 of them here. All 5 of them linked. Let's open up the. I'm not going to do the docx, but I'll open up the HTML. So you have your advertisement space right here on top of the HTML page that you could host. Make sure that you could change this to have whatever date from this date to this date. Here's Mystery at West Main. Here's their link that takes it right over to it. Once again, here's the actual, in the HTML interactive version, they have to solve all of these before they even get presented room 2. So I like the HTML version a little bit more. But if they don't know how to play is right here on the left-hand side. So seeing this, being able to, like I said, sell the advertisement space in the book, sell the advertisement space here on the actual HTML pages, sell the actual books itself after you put them up or give them away, and Amazon still gives you money because people are looking at and reading your pages online in Kindle. You could go around to all of the city groups around there saying, hey, I am giving this away. Give it away to your town. Create QR codes, post them up everywhere in town. Play these games totally free. Download the book on your Kindle, on your phone, on whatever. It's sticky content because it's a game. Their ads are always in front of the reader. Tell me one other thing that's not as advantageous as this style of advertisement for businesses, as well as multiple streams of income for you doing one single action. What do you think?
Eddie wants to know, is it English only?
At the moment, yes. I haven't done anything RTL.
So the other thing we have got coming. Well, let me first of all, really quick, go to somebody's offer on Warrior Plus. Just want to show you something. So, this screen. This is just one. I chose Mark because he happens to do it very well. And let's just make that a bit bigger. There we go. So Mark Hess running this offer at the moment, and if you go and look at this, what you'll see is it's a tool that you put in some information and it generates you prompts that work in any AI engine. And all this is really is selling prompt. But by putting it into this software dashboard where it does something and it makes them configurable, it suddenly adds a lot more value to it. And really and so I started looking at this and thinking, this is a great idea. But most people would have no idea how to build something like this.
Right.
So, I have to share this screen now. But screen share works different in this.
It does.
Okay. What I'm going to show you is very much not ready for release. There are bugs. One of which you'll notice very evidently when these buttons are overlapping and
yep.
I've got silly things that need fixing.
Yeah, I just take it out of the text area, put it down below it, span them out.
Yeah, it's easy to fix, but when I'm building this sort of thing, I worry about the core functionality working, and then I do the tidy up. So,
right.
So this effectively is a builder. You can optionally put in an open API key. If you do, you get all these buttons appear, which basically will let AI build it for you. So the idea is, for example, we've got this example loaded where it's got a couple of prompt modules in there. You can keep adding to these. You can have whatever variable things on. These are questions in effect that it's going to ask the user. So your custom prompts will go in here that you've done. Instead of sending a PDF with a prompt in it and saying with placeholders, you replace the placeholders with these variables, stick them in there. What this generates, we come up here and say compile and export. Incidentally, this has got a lot of advanced features which are optional. You don't have to make use of, but it's all in the documentation. We've got conditional logic. I just went mad doing so because I went, oh, that'd be useful and that'd be. So you can do things like if they've asked for a call to action, it puts one in. If they haven't, it doesn't. Build it into the prompt. So it's all fully documented. Anyway, let's come back to the builder and let's actually compile this up and show you what this generates. So in this case, and as I say, this isn't finished, so this needs a bit of prettying up. So we're in the blog post generator. So what is the main topic? We dog training. And we want this to sound enthusiastic, and then we put our key points in here. That would be points to cover training, puppies, stopping, barking. Now, obviously, this is only building a really simple prompt at the moment because that's what we made over here. But these prompts can be as complicated and as in-depth as you want, and it'll pass the variables in. It'll also
So what you're
suggest
doing
things.
is you're creating a way to get rid of the whole idea of GPTs.
Not really. The idea is this: if you look at how Mark and others are selling this sort of thing,
Mm.
it's this will do the prompt for you. You answer questions, it's done.
Right.
And what they're doing is they're putting their prompts that they use. You know, it's like I've got
Right.
all sorts of
Well, that's
prompts that have
exactly
got
what I'm doing
value.
with my tool. Right.
But if you just sell a prompt in a PDF, people might pay you a few bucks. You wrap it in software, and suddenly people will
Yeah.
pay more for it. And it's the same. And I was like, well, I can build the tool that builds these. And that's what
You've got the shovel
this
for the
is.
gold mine. Right.
So let's actually get it to do I can get it to suggest variables that need going in, and it will add them down here. And then I can have AI write for me as well. So I can actually, it will know to do a blog post generator based on the variables that we've got. And this is because I put my open API key in. You don't have to put an open API key in. You can just copy and paste your prompt stuff in. So there we go. That's done a much more in-depth prompt. So if we build that, whoops, wrong screen. So now you can see this has got a much more, it's going to fill in a much more detailed prompt when we open these. And it's going to put dog training in multiple times and so on. And then, boom, they copy the prompt. That's all it is. Nice and simple. And you can have as many of these things in a package as you want to. And you can remember inputs across. So if I go into this, it will remember what I've already put in. So it's basically a builder that will let you build an offer similar to the sort of offers Mark and people like that are doing at the moment without having any coding knowledge on how to do it. So this will be in the members area probably sometime next week. I'm guessing will be when it's finished. But do let me know what you think of the idea.
I like the idea. I always like the idea of, like I said, here's the shovel for the people who are going to go mine for gold. Here's the pickaxe.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost guaranteed money because I like that idea. I just think it's always been a robust idea.
Well, there we go. That is our musing time up for today. However, we will be back here on Friday for a Friday live and an after party if you can make that.
Yes.
So do come along and join us on Friday for the Friday live. If you've got any questions, anything else in the meantime, you know where to ask them right inside the school group. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. We'll see you on Friday.
Hasta luego.